We all like to think that our customers are going to be happy and polite and courteous, and yet sometimes they're just a little mean. Let's talk about it on this second episode on our series about high maintenance buyers. This week, the rude customer. Well, welcome back everyone to the 5-Minute Sales Training. This week, part 2 on our series about dealing with high maintenance buyers. And today we're tackling those customers who are, or at least can come off, as being a little rude. Well, not tackling literally, although I guess I understand the temptation. High maintenance buyers come in different shapes and sizes. Last time we talked about that want-it-all buyer. Now we're going to talk about that rude customer, that person who comes in who is aggressive, who is confrontational, perhaps condescending, and really just a little mean. And we've got to be careful about this because in life, just in general, in our general interactions, when we find someone who is mean to us, our natural human tendency is to respond in kind.
Talking to me? Well, then who the hell else are you talking to? Talking to me?
Or at least that's what we want to do. We want to respond in the same way. That meanness kind of triggers something inside, and we tend to go into a defensive posture. You sort of get into a little bit of fighting stance here. And this is a real problem because you have to look at it this way. If I'm completely positive and friendly when I first meet that customer, and the customer is negative and rude, you mark my words. 15 minutes later, somebody will have changed. Heck, 5 minutes later, somebody will have changed. Either they're coming up or you're going down. But those two forces aren't going to maintain themselves together. Now, here's what's really critical. If you bring them up to your positive frame of mind, did you win? Yes, you did. If they bring you down to a negative frame of mind, did they win? No, they did not. If you both turn negative, nothing good happens. Either you both end up positive or you both lose. Now, we need a little perspective on this. Understand that your customer is going through a difficult time in a highly emotional decision-making process. And when we see that, we take a page from the psychologist Viktor Frankl, who once said, abnormal behavior in abnormal situations is normal. So here's your customer going through an abnormal situation. So they're going to behave a little differently. Now, this goes back to our lesson from last week. We don't make value judgments based on the behavior that they're showing us. They are under a lot of stress. And that stress, that emotion is altering the behavior. It doesn't mean that they're bad people. They're about to make a major purchase decision, maybe the biggest decision of their entire lifetime. Abnormal behavior should be expected. Why? Because they're in an abnormal situation.
Abby who? Abby normal.
And you know what? You and I are not any different. Wouldn't you admit to me that you're a better person at a cocktail party or a wedding reception than you are when you walk into a car dealership? Most people are. So what happens then? Once again, we have to separate out the behavior from the character. Now, they might be acting rude. They might be acting confrontational. They might be acting condescending. But that doesn't mean that that's who those people are on the inside. That's just what they're acting like in their stress. So my advice to you is to separate out the behavior from their character and then outlast them. Just outlast them. Make the decision before they walk through the door that you are going to be nothing but positive energy, and then outlast them.
But I told you I'd outlast them!
Just let it run and run and run. Just decide in your mind, this person will not change my frame of mind. I made the decision about my own attitude before they walked through the door. I'm the one who gets to control that now. Outlast them. And it's amazing what happens because here's where the beautiful part takes place. You might find customers coming back to you 5 minutes later into the conversation, literally apologizing. Listen, I'm sorry for the way I acted. No, don't worry about it. Let's have some fun. Outlast them. That's the strategy, all right? So what does it mean? Make your positive energy decision before they walk through the door and stay with it. So your mission this week is simple. Practice this mindset before you need it. Each morning, take 30 seconds to cement your commitment to maintaining positive energy no matter what the customer brings at you. Because when that challenging customer walks in, and they will, you'll be ready. Not just to handle the challenge, but to genuinely help them. Look, your customer is going through a difficult time, one of the more difficult times of their life. Give them a break. Outlast their energy and replace it with your own positive energy. All right, thanks for watching today's 5-minute sales training. Make sure you tune in next week for part 3. Hit the like button real quick, the subscribe button as well if you would. Until next time, learn more to earn more.